Hello one and all, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing type review of the Painless Wire accessory kit here, a headlight plug. I know this probably is going to be short, sweet, and simple. It's probably not going to be much, but I do know that there's a lot of people out there that, go looking for things as far as like, I wonder what that looks like, or I wonder what that feels like, or I wonder what it's like, period. And they go out there on Google, and you can't find much information on it. And I believe this is going to be one of those things, because I couldn't find any information on it either. So, since I bought it, and I have it, I'm going to do an unboxing here. So, for me, the reason for this is because I was in my Summit Racing shopping cart, and I was buying some LED type headlights, which by the way I'll have a review on that as well, so be sure to check that out. But I was looking for that, and this is going to be for my 65 F100. And the original plugs on my 65 F100, they look fine to me, but I'm going to be doing a relay system for how I hook up the headlights. So basically what I mean by that is that I'm not going to be doing factory, and I'm going to have a separate relay that comes straight off the battery that will power the low beams on both sides. And I will have a separate relay that powers the high beam on both sides. And so because I'm going to do that, I'm going to be kind of, cutting into and messing with the wiring a little bit. Plus, I'm going to have an aftermarket wiring system anyway at some point eventually. And I was actually looking at the original headlights on my particular 65 F100, and what I noticed is that the plugs are there and they look okay, but they've been there for obviously a very long time. And because I'm going to end up using a universal wiring harness in the end, and just a whole bunch of other reasons, why not go new? This was, I believe, 10, 11, maybe 12 bucks at the most. So brand new, and should avoid any electrical problems that I might have. And I'll probably just snip off the old ones, because again I'm going to be tying into, well, actually I won't be tying into those wires when I use the new wiring harness, but in the meantime I will. But my point is that because I won't even be using those plugs, because I will modify the wires to go into those relays I was telling you about. But at the same time, I need to plug into the new headlight, and this is how I'm going to do it, basically. So that's the reason why I chose this thing. You probably didn't need to know that, but it just gives you an idea as to why I'm doing this, okay? Alright, so I also took my knife and I cut these little corners right here before I actually fired up the video, because there would have been no way for me to actually open this, especially how I'm holding the camera with one hand and doing everything with the other hand. But this is the Painless Wiring Headlight Plug Kit, part number 80300. So that's 8300. Very simple, just a plastic folding package here that is heat welded at the top, a simple identification card, and here are the two plug pieces themselves. So this will be enough for doing your typical older style headlight on both sides. Let's see if it says it's actually made in the USA according to this. So one of the reasons why I actually bought it, because I figured if it was made in the USA, great. A little bit better anyway. Or at least I think so. We need to start making things here in the United States. We need to start buying things from the United States, because I guarantee you the rest of the world does not give a shit about us. They want to see us fall, see us fail, see us falter, and they want to take over as far as, like, you know, becoming the next world superpower, etc. And that's all great, well and good, except that they're going to do it by ways of communism, socialism, all that other kind of shit. They're never really going to allow their people become great, and thereby, trust me, if they take over as number one, and this is getting political, but I don't give a fuck. If you don't like it, get the hell out of here. But my point is that when it comes to, you know, them becoming number one, they're not going to allow their people to become, how you want to say, you know, the benefit of that. And nobody's going to be moving to that country. Trust me. They're not going to be moving to that country. China, yeah, I'm looking at you. You know, even India, really. That's just not going to happen. But anyway, let's get back into this. So these are 14 gauge wires. You can see here that they've got a nice crimp connector already factory crimped on there. Again, this stuff is made in the USA according to the packaging and whatnot. It looks to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You get two of them. I never really understood, I guess. I think they do it for weight, why they use such a small gauge wire. This is supposedly 14 gauge pure copper wiring. I don't know. I mean, I read all about, you know, wiring specs and all that kind of stuff online, and to me this should be 12 gauge stuff, but being how it's 14 gauge, I guess it'll work. Not only that, I guess, now that I think about it, when I switch over to the LEDs, it will technically not use as much power or draw as, say, the old-fashioned halogens or whatever, because they're more energy efficient, I guess. But we'll see, right? But again, this is going to work perfectly. I am probably actually going to be cutting these off and doing a solder and heat shrink situation. Is very likely what I'm going to be doing. But I guess we'll see when we get to that point. But anyway, this is an unboxing of the Painless Wiring Headlight Plug Kit 8300. Just in case you wanted to see it, which I doubt hardly very many people are going to be looking at this video. But I'm putting it out there because, like I said, you just never know what people are looking for. And if they just happen to see mine, so be it. This is what it includes. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, rumble, and come on back for more, because I'm always going to have more.